Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're jumping right into Lesson 2, which is all about setting up our data science environment. You can really think of this phase as opening up our builder's toolbox, because before we can even think about analyzing any data, we've got to import all the essential Python libraries. These are going to serve as our foundational toolkit for the entire lifecycle of the project.
Okay, let's dive into this. It's a super common question for anyone just starting out. Why do we import everything right at the very beginning? Why don't we just load our tools one by one exactly when we need them? Well, it might seem really tempting to just grab a library the exact second you write the code for it. But in professional data science, we actually approach this a lot like a master chef doing their mise en place. Getting all the ingredients measured, chopped, and completely organized before the stove is even turned on.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why we do it. By importing everything at the beginning, we ensure that every single subsequent step in the project has access to the required functionality. It literally saves us from those incredibly frustrating mid-project crashes, where a script just fails halfway through simply because a dependency wasn't loaded in that specific spot. Doing this ensures absolute, total readiness, and honestly, it just creates a clean, readable header for anyone else who might be reviewing our code later.
So, now that we've covered the why, let's talk about the what. By importing these specific libraries, we're basically unlocking the core capabilities we absolutely need to handle complex datasets effectively. We are literally transforming a blank Python script into a robust, professional workspace.
And here is the actual toolkit we're initializing. We're loading up our primary packages for data manipulation, visualization, statistical testing, machine learning, feature engineering, and model evaluation. It's the whole shebang. Every single one of these capabilities is completely powered by those foundational libraries we load right at step 1.
Now, we've got our tools imported, but we're actually not quite done yet. Any true professional knows you don't just blindly import tools and cross your fingers hoping for the best. You absolutely have to verify the exact stability of your workspace. See, code can behave very differently depending on the specific update or version of a library you happen to be using. So to make sure our analysis is completely reproducible and rock-solid stable, we've got to verify the precise state of our environment.
Now, what's really interesting about this is our exact output checklist. This is basically a snapshot of our totally locked-in environment. Notice how we've pinned our core data tools. We've got Pandas at version 2.3.3 and NumPy at 2.3.4. Then, right alongside them, we've got our visualization packages locked down with Matplotlib at 3.10.8 and Seaborn at 0.13.2. We've also locked in scikit-learn at 1.7.2 for all our modeling needs, plus SciPy at 1.16.3 and stats models at 0.14.6 for the really advanced math and statistical analysis. Documenting these precise versions is an absolute game changer because it ensures our analysis is 100% reproducible. Basically, if a colleague runs this exact same code next year, they are going to get the exact same reliable results. No surprises whatsoever.
So the crucial point is that all this rigorous preparation actually pays off. Let's quickly recap what we've successfully knocked out in this lesson. First, we imported all the required Python libraries right up front, which completely prevents those annoying downstream errors. Second, we systematically verified the installed package versions to absolutely guarantee reproducibility. And third, we've officially confirmed that our environment is completely stable and totally ready for some complex analysis. So, our toolbox is fully stocked and verified. We've got all the capabilities for manipulation, visualization, statistics, and machine learning officially locked and loaded. The environment is finally ready to go. So the big question is, when we transition to our next step and actually load in our data, what secrets will the raw transaction dataset reveal? Well, we are going to uncover those answers in the next lesson. Thanks so much for joining me in this explainer, and I'll see you next time.